Writing VBA code using the Visual Basic Editor isn't difficult, but the labels Excel uses to identify and describe your code are pretty generic. You can make your code easier to work with by changing the name of the VBA project and by protecting your workbook's code. To display the Project Properties dialog box, you display the Visual Basic Editor, pressing Alt F11, and then click Tools, VBA Properties. The Properties dialog box has two pages. The General page, where you can add information about your project, and Protection, where you can require users to enter a password to view your VBA code. Let's start with the General page, where the first box lets you give your project a name. Giving your project a name has two advantages. First, it explains the intent of your code to anyone who has to maintain your workbook if you're on vacation or no longer with the company. Also, if you haven't revisited a workbook's code for a few years, you'll probably need every reminder you can get. Secondly, setting a project name helps distinguish your workbook's code in the project panel. Instead of calling two workbooks VBA Project Book 1, VBA Project Book 2, you can have Report Solution and Yearly Sales Record. In this case, this is a reporting solution, so I will make my project name Report Solution. There are some rules for creating project names. Your project name has to start with a letter, and it cannot contain any spaces. That means Report Solution is okay, but 2010 Reporting Solution wouldn't be. If I try to put it in and click OK, I get an error. The other box you use is the project description field. Again, you're adding information to help others understand what you're trying to do with your code. I won't cover the help file name or the conditional compilation arguments boxes. They're beyond the scope of this course. On the Protection tab, you can check the Lock Project for Viewing box and then enter a password that users must enter to view your code. I'll check the box and then type in the password 1234. Then in the Confirm Password box, type in the same password 1234, and when I'm done, I can click OK. Now, when I try to view the VBA code in this workbook, Excel will require me to enter that password to view it. You can write VBA macros and never touch the Project Properties dialog box, but changing the project name and adding a description provide useful information to you or anyone else who has to maintain the workbook in the coming years. Also, if you have curious coworkers who just can't seem to keep their hands off your workbooks, setting a password will prevent them from editing your code and breaking your solutions. Be sure you remember your password though. The encryption scheme used in Excel 2007 is extremely strong and will almost certainly prevent you from being able to recover your work if you forget your password.